Here with the greats, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson, and Allie LaForce, our reporter.
And the first one, they really didn't bring their A game. They're well aware of that and hope to flip the script.
Yeah, you don't want your opponent feeling like they've got your number. If you start the season 0-2 against them, that's the exact feeling you start to get.
Here's Stockton. A battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
Now here's Rondo. Puts up a three. Fires in the triple.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
Pass to Rodman. Here's Stockton. Here's Rodman. Clock at 6. Outside Murray. Durant pulls it in. To the middle. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Inside, Durant's scoring instincts take over, helping him find a path to that difficult shot.
A three from Barnes. And Atlanta misses again.
A cold start for them. 3 shots, 3 misses. Good thing it's early.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Ime Udoka for a minute, and we discussed Mikal Bridges. Coach said Mikal creates a lot of problems with his movement off the ball. He keeps the defense on its toes. We can't allow him to get into a rhythm. And he also praised Bridges' on-ball defense. He'll be the focus of their game plan tonight. Brian?
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Here's Stockton. Following the score by Houston. Barnes, and that's good.
He's a dangerous shooter from deep. Barnes can hit some big shots out there.
Now Rondo. Pass to Durant. From the arc. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Wow, now this is how you want to start your games. Flawless shooting so far.
Richard, if you look back at the Rockets' history, it's striking how many all-time greats have worn that uniform.
There are so many Hall of Famers. Hakeem Olajuwon, Ralph Sampson, Calvin Murphy, Yao Ming, Elvin Hayes, and that's only to name a few. Just haven't found their offensive footing yet, only managing to sink 1 of their first 5 shots. You knew eventually they were going to miss one, at least you hope.
Kicks it out to Smart. Pass to Rondo. And here's Holmgren. 4-3. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Holmgren's got 5.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Barnes the screen. Over to the left wing. To the left wing. Here's Rodman. Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it. And it's Houston's ball. They're on a 13-3 run. Inside. Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
And he recovers it. Rondo with the steal. Here's Durant. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. 7 points in the game.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Here's Stockton. Here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Doing his job and understanding where the soft spot is in the defense. Barnes, such a smart player.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
And so it's Atlanta with it, following the score by Houston to the inside. Barnes, no good.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Durant inside. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Keep riding that hot hand. He's been pretty much unstoppable.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Here's Rondo. And that comes off the assist by Durant. Rondo, he's got his second bucket on the night. And taking a quick gander here at the hustle stats for Houston.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
Yeah, on top of that, they've been resourceful defensively, generating scoring opportunities by forcing turnovers.
Atlanta making some changes. Rondo with it. He's got 6. Here's Durant. Goes back up. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Just 5 on the clock. Gets another look. And Rondo lays it in. Rondo, he's got 8 points.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Williams with it. Durant covering. And stolen by Durant. Pass to Smart. Jacks up a 3. He buries it from 3.
An excellent perimeter offense so far. Their shooters are clearly in a great rhythm.
Here's Battier. And stolen by Durant. Launches a 3. That doesn't go either for Durant. And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Here's Levine. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
A springing athlete. Everybody knows about Levine and his bounce. He's just hard to check. And look, he was fouled right there.
Good on both. Now that we have a few years of reference, it's safe to say the NBA play-in tournament has been a roaring success, Greg.
Yeah, I agree, BA. And people forget it was created in the peak of the pandemic. The league set up a lifeline for teams that lost key players to COVID, but it has turned into something much, much greater. And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Pass to Battier. Back to Williams. There's the triple. A nice shot by Battier.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Right side, Rondo. Durant with it. Takes a 3. Rebound Atlanta. Now here's Cunningham. No made baskets yet. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Pretty clever move by Cunningham. calling for the play to get himself some space to work with.
Here's Durant. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Hawks trail by 20. And here's Cunningham. The three is up. Hits a three-pointer. Cunningham's got his second basket on the night.
Well, they're on the right path now, but still in a pretty big hole.
But this is a game again, and the other side has to be feeling a little bit nervous with how quickly that lead vaporized.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Rockets showing improvement. Head coach Ime Udoka said, quote, when you rely on your young guys, you're constantly trying to instill habits that'll carry them for the rest of their careers. It's mistakes and tendencies you have to try to break continually. Just staying positive. We see glimpses of how close we can be.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. So it's both teams making substitutions here. The Rockets lead by 15. It's Jackson, high post. Back to Suggs. This one for three. Rodman with a rebound.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from three.
Pass to Barnes. Here's Stockton. Back to Barnes. Drives to the hoop. He's got it. 3 for 7 now.
Good things happen when HB drives that lane. He's either a bully to the basket or he gets to the line.
To the paint. To stop the drought. And Adebayo finishes inside.
Defensively, their effort hasn't been great early on.
Here's Stockton. No points yet. The three from Barnes. Offensive rebound. Pass to Stockton. Up top, Barnes. Gets the three ball to go.
Hey, he's doing whatever he can right now to pump up his teammates.
White with it.
His selection just in time. Well done.
He didn't even look worried about the time on the clock. Nice way to end a quarter.
The first quarter concludes, and a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. The Rockets on top, leading by 14. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, guys, we've seen the Rockets really take control here.
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
That's a foul he wanted to avoid, and he definitely doesn't want to pick up his third before the half.
Team foul.
On the wing, Suggs. He's scoreless.
Overall, though, they've taken good care of the ball. That's their first turnover.
Got a piece of it. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And I like the shot selection. Suggs recognizes when to look to score inside.
Here's Stockton. Smith with the rebound. Down low. Jackson gets the bucket.
They have no answer defensively inside.
At 6'9", Bam Adebayo is on the shorter side of centers. Yet he is elite defensively, Grant.
He's been top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting a bunch of times. Bam has an incredible motor, a great IQ, and he's a switchable big. That's huge in today's game. Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Kicks it out to Barnes. Pass to Stockton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. On the wing, Murray. Knocks down the long J. Murray's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
The release is getting so much quicker. Murray showcasing it there.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's Adebayo. Again, Houston.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
First team foul. Hawks substitution.
White with a steal. And stolen by Cunningham. Pass to Battier. Cunningham outside. To the paint. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. They get the rebound. And the dunk by Jackson.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight. Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
Now here's Cunningham. And the call will be against Derek White. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Cunningham, left side. Pass to Battier. Shot clock at 6. Murray drives in. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. And Grant, DeJounte Murray, a bit of a throwback player. He's comfortable attacking at all 3 levels.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he does a lot of work in the mid-range for a guard. He's very comfortable with any shot on the floor. Not shy about putting up a ton of attempts if that's what's needed.
Now here's Suggs. Pass to White. Howard grabs the miss. And so Cunningham will bring it up for Atlanta. Now here's Murray. Fires the 3. Second chance shot. Here's Howard. That one no good. Great D that time from Suggs. The Rockets lead by 23. Smith no good. Cunningham, right side. Pass to Howard. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham.
And for a younger guy, Cunningham's vision is impressive. He's always watching the floor.
Now White. 6 points for him. Kicks it out to Jackson. Jackson, the screen. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul.
Richard, you evolved as a shooter over the course of your career. Talk about developing shooting in the NBA game.
Well, it dictates what kind of offense you can run. You don't need a bunch of good shooters, but if you've only got 1 or 2, your interior play better be strong.
Now here's Cunningham. He has 7. Fires for 3. Smith with the rebound.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Levine with it. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Smith. First
He's
personal
not the
foul.
biggest guy, but it's the explosiveness, the athleticism of LaVine that makes him so difficult to handle on that interior.
Both free throws good from LaVine.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
Now here's Rondo. Give him 8. Pass to Durant. Shot from the wing. That shot makes him 7 for 14. He's been good tonight.
And sometimes you just assume ahead of time Durant's mid-range J is going in. Downright lethal.
And here we go. The Rockets in transition. From behind the arc. Howard grabs the miss.
Started out strong from three-point land. Hit 2 in the first quarter, but he's gone dry since.
Murray from outside. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
A stellar defender for a point guard. Murray is very capable of coming up with blocks.
Pass to LaVine. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Showing off with the floater game. Not a shot you can swat.
And Atlanta making a change here.
Athletically gifted, a knockdown shooter. It feels like LaVine is constantly underappreciated for all the things that he does.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. The Rockets lead by 19. And here's Durant. He's got 16. Pass to Smart. The 3 is up. Buries it from 3. Smart has got 6.
Look, and when Marcus Smart is hitting from deep, it really makes a difference in this offense. It becomes so much more dynamic.
Outside LaVine. Kept alive. Rodman. And that one is hammered home.
Making the most of the second chance opportunity.
Hey, the hustle is real, and the hustle is rewarded. Durant looking around. Right side, Rondo. From 18 feet away. The rebound by Atlanta.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Pass to LaVine. Spins. They set the pick. LaVine draws the double. The Hawks need to get one up here. Battier, no good.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
On the wing, LaVine. And LaVine, throw it down.
Assist goes to
Man, I'm telling you, every time Zach LaVine takes flight, we need this man back in the dunk contest quickly.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Chet Holmgren makes up for his light frame with aggression. He said, quote, "You don't have to take a second look at me now to know that I'm not the biggest dude width-wise, so I have to hit first. Otherwise, the game's not going to go in my favor when things get physical," unquote. Brian, you agree?
I do, and you can tell he just refuses to back down, Allie. Now here's Rondo. Give him 8 points now. Fires from deep. A nice shot by Artest. Artest has got 5 points now this quarter.
The elevated playmaking of Durant. Passes like that really bring the team closer together.
Here's Stockton. No points so far. Pass to Battier. Here's Stockton. To the wing on the left. Rodman. Rebounded by Rondo. And they're on the run. Here's Holmgren. The rebound by Atlanta. 1:06 left to play in the second quarter. Here's Bridges. And it's going to be on Rajon Rondo. So that'll be a second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot two. Well, Richard, he's the Iron Man of the NBA right now. Mikal Bridges takes pride in being available on a nightly basis.
We've all heard it before. The best ability is availability. And Bridges does whatever it takes to not miss games. More teams need to take this mindset.
Now here's Smart. He has 6. Back to Holmgren. That's in. Coming off an assist from Smart. Holmgren's got 9 points.
A beautiful finish through contact. That's the dog in Holmgren.
Here's Stockton. Outside Levine. From deep. That's his 3rd basket in 5 shots. Solid work.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
Outside Durant. Inside. Ooh, it's stolen away. Here's Rodman. Here's Battier. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. It's Houston up 19. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. The Rockets lead by 19. Pass to White. The rebound by Atlanta. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Celtics. And that's a 1-game homestand for the club. And the basket by Bridges.
This demonstrates how confident Bridges has become. Knows he has a green light to fire away.
Now Suggs. To the middle. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
What a confident dunk by Adebayo. He knows there's little the defense can do once he's elevated.
Outside Barnes. Back to Murray. Pass to Battier. Murray with it. Give him 8 points now. Here's Rodman. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Rodman's got his 2nd basket of the night. Here's Suggs. They lead by 17. Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Here's Jackson. And it's Battier with a rebound. Here's Atlanta with the ball. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. Murray with it. Guarded by Adebayo. Pass to Rodman. Lets it go from deep. Back to Murray. Second shot opportunity. It's tipped. It's 2-on-1. Smith, left side. Back to Adebayo. Outside White. Smith in the high post. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Line of ball. From the floor for the Hawks, Dwight Howard. Sam Hauser.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And there's the call. It's on Bam Adebayo.
Personal foul.
That's his first foul.
Team foul.
Out to the wing. Howard, the screen. Kicks it out to Barnes. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
The Rockets lead by 17. Jackson, the screen. Suggs with the bucket.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Here's Murray. Following the score by Houston. Pass to Howard. Clock at 4. Here's Hauser. There's the 3. Can't get it to drop. Pass break. Here come the Rockets. White for 3. Counted from distance. White's got 9 points.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
Now Howard. Pass to Hauser. Back to Howard. Shoots over Jackson. Howard's shot's good.
This is where he's so effective, attacking in the lane.
Houston leading by 20. And here's White. Back to Suggs. Barnes comes with a double team. Pass to Smith. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Atlanta. And he lobs it up. And it's Howard finishing it off.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
The things are definitely working offensively. A balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
White with it. And Bridges picks him up defensively. To the inside. And he can't get that one. Howard with some nice D. Hawks trail by 18. Here's Barnes. Pass to Bridges. Here's Howard. Defended by Jackson. Goes back up. Out to Bridges. From downtown. Oh, misses the dunk. Houston leading by 18. The 3 from Suggs. Drops in the 3. Suggs has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, good to see Suggs bury the triple. This will only help with his confidence.
Blocked! White on the wing. 9 points in the game. Pass to Adebayo. The 3 ball. That shot is off. And Barnes has got the ball here for the Hawks. Fires the 3. Out left to the wing. Now here's Bridges. 6 to shoot. Barnes with it. Here's Hauser. Pass to Bridges. Now Barnes. Hounded by Adebayo. Tries again. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
Yeah, just hasn't been able to find his rhythm offensively, and that's having a ripple effect.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Rockets?
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
They've also been showing us standout play on the fast break, working as a team to create easy opportunities.
Pass to Levine. Inside. Here's Howard. Outside for Levine. Over Smart. Shot by Levine, no good. Houston leading by 23. Outside Durant. Going inside. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Dwight Howard picks one up.
This is part of why KD is so dangerous, using that 7-foot-long stride to penetrate and get fouled.
And Atlanta making a change here. And both free throws good for Durant. You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer pro-am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker.
Now here's Durant. Pass to Artest. Smart for 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Smart's got 9.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Stockton. Blocked. Here's Artest from outside the arc. Barnes with the rebound.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Left side Levine. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist. 15 points in the game.
He's really carrying the load, but no man can do it all by himself.
Outside, Rondo. It's Holmgren, high post. Offline from the high post.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
And here's Cunningham outside. Another 3 for Atlanta.
A pretty big component of Cunningham's game. He knows how to produce from the arc.
Outside Durant. Screen by Holmgren. And that one's good by Durant. Durant's got 20.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
Now here's Levine. He's got 15. And it's Cunningham missing.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
And it's slammed in by Durant.
Okay, I'm going to tell you something that everyone knows or should know. When Durant turns it on, there is no slowing him down. That's how lethal of a scorer he is in NBA history.
Here's the 3. Hits the trifecta. Durant's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Pass to Cunningham. No good. Unable to win this run. The drive by Smart. Outside. Rondo. And that comes off the assist by Durant. Rondo. He's got 11 points. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. Rockets ahead, delivering the blowout. And we're coming back in just a moment.
59.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Here's Stockton. Well, RJ, there have been so many great rivalries over the years. It's part of what makes the NBA special.
It elevates the league when there are great teams always meeting on the biggest stage. It makes everyone pay attention when the best players are matched up against each other.
2 on the clock. Here's Levine for 3. It's hauled in by Houston. Left side, Rondo. Back to Smart. Three-pointer. Drills it from deep.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Stockton's shot is off.
Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing.
Durant has the open look. And the Rockets tack on 2 more.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. We love it.
And, guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Rondo with the steal. Back comes Houston in transition. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Capable of scoring from any area. Love when Durant takes charge and dominates like this.
Outside, Rondo. Outside Durant. Pass to Rondo. 5 to shoot. Back to Durant. Goes up on the wing. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Durant's got 31 points.
Clutch buckets. He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
Back to Cunningham. Outside Levine. And yep, that's going to be a flagrant 1. Unnecessary contact.
Ooh, hard foul. Can't let him get away with that level of contact.
That's a simple call for the officials to make. Everyone knows the league is cracking down on that kind of intimidation tactic. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And the league has made it clear, Grant, it sees streaming at the forefront of basketball viewing going forward.
Well, B.A., it's a no-brainer. The internet is the future, after all, and streaming opens a lot more options for engaging with fans while they watch. Still looking for his first make, and they could really use the help right now.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Fourth quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Now here's Suggs. Outside White. Here's Finney-Smith. Off target from three-point range. And Atlanta with possession here. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
A big forward with quick hands. Barnes, oh, he'll let it fly.
We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Back to Suggs. And Richard, with the new CBA in place, the middle class is starting to strengthen in the league.
And I think that's a good thing. You don't want minimum players and max players. There is a big gap between those two styles of play. There are so many players that fit in between. There's all-stars. There's young players that deserve a larger portion of the money.
And here's Houston. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Battier, no good. And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for Houston. Pass to Finney-Smith. Outside White. The three-pointer off the mark. On the wing, Levine. Now Barnes. Left side, Levine. Just 5 to shoot. They double-team Levine. Over to the wing. Here's Stockton. And Atlanta misses again.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And it's in there.
Just continuing to pile it on, refusing to let up.
If he has space in the mid-range, he'll let it fly. Doesn't matter if the score is tied or they are up big.
Here's Cunningham. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It goes on Bam Adebayo.
And I like how tough Cunningham is, welcoming the contact on the way to the hoop.
And make no mistake, Cade Cunningham is the engine of this team, Grant.
Man, his vision and playmaking are crucial to the offense. Coach trusts him to make the right reads and set up his teammates. He has cut down on mistakes and is rounding into an elite point guard.
Outside White. Sinks the tray.
And he did that so well in college. Suggs sharing it well in the league, too.
Here's Stockton. Outside Levine. Takes the three. On target from range. Levine's got 19 points.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Suggs with the bucket.
And looking to shoot as many threes as possible. This kind of confidence, impressive to see.
Here's Stockton to the middle. And a foul called on Jalen Suggs. That's his first foul of the game. You know, Grant, we've seen career performances in the play-in tournament, but the stats don't count for regular season or the playoffs.
You know, that's crazy, B.A. So let's just count them as playoff stats. It used to be only 3 rounds instead of 4, so there is a precedent to adding more games to the official postseason.
This is hard to watch. You might want to put the kids to bed. This man still has not hit a shot this quarter.
Yeah, in a battle of physicality, Adebayo tends to get the best of you.
Second personal foul.
Here's Stockton. And there's the drive. Pass to Battier. Three-pointer. No good there.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Suggs outside. Off target from outside. Here's Atlanta with the ball. There's Cunningham with a three. Good work defensively by White.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And here's Suggs. Pass to White. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Suggs. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Suggs has got 10 points in just the second half. And here's Barnes. Hounded by Adebayo. Battier no good.
They are losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
Suggs outside. Smith outside. White on the wing. Suggs outside. Back to Smith. The three. Kept alive by Houston. Now Suggs. Pass to Adebayo. Tries yet again. And the Rockets tack on 2 more.
Just another thing that Bam brings to your team. The ability to knock down jumpers.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Here's Stockton. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Suggs outside. And stolen by Cunningham. The ball's knocked loose. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Saw the play develop, and Barnes got out in front to get the score.
Rockets call.
Timeout called. Houston. They lead by 45. Well, Grant, it appears the league expansion is around the corner. Any concerns about spreading the talent too thin?
Not really, B.A. I mean, the global pool of players competing for an NBA roster spot has never been deeper. So there's plenty of talent to go around.
Give a big hand to your Little Denver.
Pass to Suggs. .136 left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Smith. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the Atlanta Hawks.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Rockets.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Graham.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And with this performance, they'll have claimed their 8th win of the year.
And once this game is all said and done, they'll have a healthy 2-0 lead in this season series.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Kevin Durant.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he wasted very few of them. Really made himself the backbone of their offense.
One side is dominated tonight.
Yeah, they've done a fantastic job of imposing their pace and style of play.
Clock at 6. Suggs with it. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation.
Hawks ball.
There's 25 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Murray, no good. And they've been careless with the ball tonight.
Yeah, it's a lack of focus and a lack of discipline. They're better than this.
Back to White. And so it's the Rockets taking care of business in this one, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home